What if a single statement from a president could move markets, shake economies, and shift billions of dollars within hours? During his time in office and even after, Donald Trump showed the world just how powerful political words could be, especially when paired with something as impactful as tariffs. Trade tariffs were one of Trump's most aggressive tools under the "America First" agenda. He imposed sweeping tariffs on hundreds of billions of dollars worth of imports, targeting countries like China, the EU, and even Canada. Publicly, he framed these moves as necessary to protect American jobs and manufacturing. But while those goals were widely debated, one thing became increasingly clear: every tariff announcement caused a sharp market reaction. When Trump announced a new round of tariffs, the markets often fell dramatically. When he paused or delayed them, stocks surged back. This pattern became familiar. Volatility was no longer an occasional side effect of trade policy, it became part of the game. Investors, hedge funds, and banks quickly learned to watch Trump's words very closely. His timing seemed to create predictable market swings. Traders who could react fast enough made massive profits. In some cases, hedge funds placed strategic bets just before announcements. The wild market movements were not just noise, they were signals. As volatility increased, some began asking hard questions. Could this be deliberate? Could someone in Trump's orbit be leveraging these predictable swings for financial gain? Was the market being manipulated from the highest office? In early 2025, Trump announced new tariffs across the board, 10% on all imports, with certain countries like China facing rates as high as 54%. The result was immediate. The Dow Jones plunged. The S&P 500 and Nasdaq followed. Global markets stumbled. Bonds were sold off, the dollar fell, and investors panicked. But just a few days later, Trump walked back parts of the plan, announcing a 90-day delay for most tariffs. Markets rebounded instantly. Some insiders had already positioned themselves to profit from the drop, and again from the recovery. Senators, including Adam Schiff, called for investigations. One reason was a suspicious tweet Trump posted just before the reversal, encouraging investors to "buy low now." The implication? Those who were listening closely and understood the pattern could act fast, and win big. Reports also emerged of hedge funds gaining upwards of 20% during that same period, all thanks to precise trades made around tariff news. Financial analysts noted this was no longer an economic issue, it was a political financial feedback loop. The words of one man, with the right timing, were becoming as valuable as market data itself. The use of tariffs not only affected foreign governments and industries, it became a domestic financial strategy, shaping investor behavior and market structure. The unpredictability turned into an opportunity for those with access, insight, or influence. To be clear, no public evidence has proven direct insider trading. But the suspicious timing, the repeated market swings, and the consistent gains for certain investors raise serious concerns. Political power and financial gain have always walked a fine line. In this case, that line may have been deliberately blurred. Whether or not this was part of a grand strategy, one thing is certain. Trump redefined how presidential communication influences the economy. His tariff threats weren't just policies, they became triggers for financial movement, intentionally or not. For everyday people, the implications are real. Retirement savings, 401ks, and investment portfolios are all affected when markets whiplash based on unpredictable political moves. And when only a select few profit from that chaos, it raises questions of fairness, ethics, and long-term trust in economic systems. If Trump returns to office, or if any future leader realizes the power of intentional volatility, how will the markets respond? Who will benefit? And who will pay the price? The truth may still be unfolding. But the warning signs are already here. Thanks for watching. If you found this video valuable, make sure to like, subscribe, and share with others who care about truth, transparency, and financial awareness. This video is for informational and educational purposes only. It does not constitute financial, legal, or political advice, and no direct allegations are made against any individual or entity. Always do your own research.